line here. How to make announcements through YouTube. Having some internet issues here. It's been kind of slow earlier today, and it said it was going to take. As JD Davis is in there and takes a strike. I'm not downloading the game now. I figured I would stop doing that while this is going on to try to get through the internet and try to get that through the PS4 to broadcast. And there's a check swing, but it's outside still, and it's 1-1. So yeah, I've had some slower internet, nothing bad. Last night we were able to go through, but that was something that happened, I think that was Thursday night. I had to kind of do a part 2. That one was later in the game. I had to put that one back up in the... Load it back up. Hopefully we don't have that problem again. Here's the 2-1 to Davis. That one's inside 3-1. So Woodruff falling behind on these first 2 batters here. And kind of been a common story throughout the season here for the Brewers pitching. Having trouble kind of working around or trying to keep guys off the base paths. Woodruff comes set. Conforto over at first. Here's the 3-1, and that misses. So back-to-back walks by Woodruff.
Batting 7, the catcher, Wilson Ramos.
I'll bring up Wilson Ramos. 1 for 3 in yesterday's game. He walked and struck out. He's been hitting really well, and both runners are going, and Ramos hits that one to deep left. Runners are going to have to retreat because Garcia's got room, and he's got the ball. He's going to throw it into third. And a little double steal hit and run going on.
Batting 8.
But Woodruff gets a first pitch fly out. Here's where the Brewers line up today. Garcia's in left, Kane in center, Gamble still starting in right for the injured Yelich. Sogard, Arcia, Hira, and Smoke around the horn. Omar Narvaez behind the dish. And he catches Brandon Woodruff here tonight in New York. So 1 away. Here's Jake Marisnick. 0-1 swing and a miss. Got him out in front of that slider. And it's quickly 0-2. So if Woodruff can get Marisnick here, that'll bring up DeGrom. It's a good opportunity to get out of this inning unscathed. But Marisnick was right on it. Here's the 0-2. Misses outside. 1-2. Bottom of the second here, 1 out. Runners on first and second. Here's the pitch from Woodruff. Tried to get him to chase the slider. He doesn't. It's 2-2. Conforto led off the inning with a walk. JD Davis followed him up with a walk. Fly out. Now Marisnick's up with runners on first and second and 1 out. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Down low, 3-2. So Woodruff has thrown 3 straight balls and finds himself in trouble here with a full count. They're running when Ramos had not had any balls or strikes going on the first pitch. Let's see if they're in motion here with a full count. They're going to hold tight. Marisnick hits that one to center, but Kane's there for out number 2. Really good strong throw into third. Runners aren't tagging. And just like that, there are 2 away.
The pitcher, Jacob DeGrom.
And Jacob DeGrom, opposing pitcher, steps in. Cy Young winner from a year ago. Batting .333. Woodruff trying to get out of trouble here after 2 walks in a row. That was a strike that misses up. It's 1-0. Like to get DeGrom here. Rosario on deck in the top of the order. He's on an 8-game hitting streak. Seeing the ball well. This is definitely the guy Woodruff wants to get. Conforto. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fouled back. Here's the 1-1 from Woodruff. Popped him up. Kane is there. And Woodruff works around back-to-back walks to start the inning. So, some high-stress pitches from Woodruff, but he gets out of it. And after 2, we're still scoreless.
Leading off for the Brewers.
Ben Gamble leads us off here in the 3rd inning.
Ben Gamble.
Gamble in his 3rd start. Christian Yelich went down with the hip injury. Do have an update. Brett Anderson, who left yesterday's game, just a bruised arm, so it doesn't look like he's going to miss any extended period of time. Hoping that he can make his next start. We'll have more information on that as the week progresses, see where he's at. Gamble fouls one back. It's 1-1. So Yelich on the IL. Should be back in about a week or so. Brett Anderson, he's not going to need to go on the IL at all. They're just going to see if he can make his next start, and if he can't, probably see Brent Suter in that spot. Might not even be the worst thing for Anderson just to miss a start and have Brent Suter come in there. Suter's been great out of the bullpen in some long relief appearances. 2-1 to Gamble, and he hits that one into the gap, and that's going to be down for a base hit. So Ben Gamble staying hot, and he's in there with a leadoff single. First hit of the game for the Brewers. That brings up Orlando Arcia. Look at that one, low and away on the zone. Keeps the hands back and just pushes it into left field. Drops it in front of Nunez, and he's on with a single. Arcia swings and misses at a 97-mile-an-hour fastball outside of the zone. See, 1 home run, 9 RBIs on the season for Arcia. 1 for 4 in yesterday's game. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Curveball. Bottom just falls out of that one. A good pitch by DeGrom. So Arcia down 0-2 here right away. Gamble over at first. Here's the pitch. Misses away. 1-2. Brewers start this game a game and a half behind the Cubs. They lost today in Washington. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Another good curveball. And Arcia's down on strikes. 3rd strikeout for DeGrom. And that brings up Brandon Woodruff.
Brandon Woodruff.
And he's going to lay down a bunt, but he 1-0. Woodruff still looking for his first hit of the season. Can swing a good bat. One of the top hitting pitchers in the league, but hasn't got one yet. Squares around again. He's going to get it down the line. Alonso's got it. Trying to go to second, but he is in there. So Alonso trying to get the lead runner. It's not going to work out. So that's going to be a fielder's choice for Brandon Woodruff. Well, sacrifice probably still, but a fielder's choice. Trying to get the out. They would have had Woodruff at first if Alonso flips it over to DeGrom, but it's going to be first and second and 1 out for Lorenzo Cain. So a questionable play there. And Lorenzo Cain bats with 2 on here in the 3rd. One 1-0 pitch. Misses as well. 2-0. Check a Gamble. Here's the 2-0 pitch, and there for a strike. I can probably redo my link here. Maybe put in a comment of the new one so people can find it. And Kane fouls him away. Just make sure that it is. As Kane pops it up to McNeil, and that is out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Eric.
I'll bring up Eric Sogard. Alright, I think I got the right feed. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I can promote this somehow. Sogard takes a slider down low. It's 1-0. And that one's in there for a strike. So once again, just trying to and that one misses 2-1. Two one to Sogard, misses up. 3-1. Castanera on deck. Who's looking to strike first here in the top of the third? 3-1 pitch, foul back. So the runners are going to get a head start here with 2 outs. Full count pitch to Sogard, misses down, so the bases are going to be loaded for Castanera.
Now batting.
Castanera has been hitting very well with runners and scoring late. Where everyone's at, Eric Sogard at first, Woodruff at second, Gamble over at third. Sogard with 2 outs, or Hira with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Takes a strike. That's fans getting loud about getting behind their ace. And that one's hit over to the right side. Davis bobbles it. He's going to throw it over. He's not in time. And the Brewers are going to score a run on the error.
The left fielder.
Sorry, that was McNeil. So McNeil makes the error. And that's going to bring home the first run of the game. Brings up Avasil Garcia. Base is still loaded. 2 outs here in the third. Pitch to Garcia. Takes it for a strike. So a couple of infield blunders here have kept this inning alive for Milwaukee. Alonso tried to get the double play ball. Here's the 0-1. Hit off to the right side, foul ball. Error by Davis, or McNeil. I get confused on what position those guys are at. That one's down, 1-2. Saw another message about the internet being kind of low. So if something happens, we might have to make some different changes here. That one's fouled. So if that happens, if you're watching this, I don't think anyone's actually watching this one live right now. But if you are, if I can't do this live, I'll probably just do a recording and just have it come out later as Garcia swings and misses. And that will end it for the Brewers here in the third. But they do score a run. They're on the board first. And we head to the bottom of the third. Brewers up 1-0.
Leading up for the Mets.
So top of the order here for the Mets. It's going to be Ahmed Rosario leading it off. And he takes a strike. Oh, one's just inside. It's 1-1. Rosario hits that one to right field. Gamel's there, though, and he's got it for out number 1.
Now batting.
Take a look at the standings. The Cubs did lose earlier today, this afternoon against the Nationals, so they're a game and a half back. Cincinnati on a little bit of a skid right now. They're 3.5 back. Cardinals have been struggling. They're not getting as many. They don't have any power this year. They're at the bottom for home runs. And the Pirates also struggling this year. Pirates have yet to win a game at home. They've been on the road a lot, but still. As Nunez hits one into left, takes the first pitch, and gets it for a base hit. So the Mets have a base runner with one out here in the bottom of the third.
Now batting, number
Good piece
6.
of hitting there, good solid contact. Squares it up for a base hit, and that brings up Jeff McNeil, who also singled in this one. That one misses, 1-0. He doubled. Nunez at first. Here's the pitch, and there for a strike. It's crazy that I get McNeil and Davis screwed up when they're in the infield. I have no idea why. McNeil's at second. Maybe that's how I can do it. He's got like two last names almost with the Mick and the Neil. That's how I can remember it. Runner's going, swing and a miss, and he is going to be in there with a stolen base. So Nunez with the steal. That's his second stolen base of the season. And the Mets have a runner at second now. So had a hit and run going. McNeil was way off on that one, on that high away fastball. 1-2, ripped foul. That one's going to go to the gap, and that's going to score a run. And that goes all the way to the wall. Garcia's got it. McNeil's into second, and this game is tied up at 1 on the... Brings up Pete Alonso with runner in scoring position. Takes the ball. So the first time this year, Woodruff has given up a run that hasn't come via the home run. There's the 1-0 to Alonso in there for a strike. So once again, these starting pitchers having some trouble. Might be another back and forth game. Brewers have had a lot of those lately, it seems. A lot of close games, games decided in the late innings. We played 3 straight extra inning games earlier this week, won all 3 of them at home, all in walk-off fashion. The only way you can win an extra inning game if you're at home. 2-1 pitch, misses down low, 3-1. Tried to get him with a changeup, but that didn't fool him. And Woodruff having some trouble here. The 3-1 to Alonso, misses upstairs. So the third walk issued by Woodruff. And there's first and second for Michael Conforto. Take a look at the line. Already thrown 51 pitches. Only 1 strikeout, which is very unusual for Woodruff, the power pitcher he is. But 3 hits, 3 walks. We're only here in the third. Brewers could use a long outing from Woodruff. He's the only pitcher for the Brewers, only starter pitcher to pitch in the 7th inning this season. He's done it on 2 occasions. And he starts Conforto with that ball. There's the 1-0 pitch. Hits that one foul. Went right through the wickets of the ball boy over there. Not much effort there. But not a lot of effort from these ball boys, I've noticed. Need some kids with some more ambition, I guess. 1-1 pitch. Way outside. 2-1. Saw Woodruff getting a lot of trouble in Cincinnati as well. So you wonder if being on the road might have an impact on him. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 2-2. McNeil at second, Alonso at first. Here's the 2-2 from Woodruff. Swing and a miss, got him on the high heater, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
So second strikeout for Woodruff. Take a look at that one. Right in on the hands, hard to hit that one. Conforto just trying to fight it off and unable to do so. That's going to bring up J.D. Davis, the Mets' third baseman. And that's a strike on the corner, 0-1. Woodruff can get out of this one. Take that one. You want to keep him to just the one run here as best as you can. 0-1-2 Davis. That one's hit up the middle towards Arcia. He's going to flip it to Hira, and that'll do it for the Mets here in the third. But Jeff McNeil continues to stay hot against the Brewers. This RBI double ties it up after 3. It's 1-1. Oh, it's Heidi. I don't know why. I don't know how to disable this. It's in the full broadcast. I get it. We can't get a microphone to work ever for you. We're having internet connection issues. Got a lot going on here on this broadcast, but we're doing our best to try to provide some sort of product for everyone out there. But this is what you have to work with. This is not a. This is the production you're given, so I don't know what to tell you. Omar Narvaez leads off the fourth. He's 0 for 1. Pitch from DeGrom, misses inside, 1-0. Narvaez had 2 doubles in yesterday's game, has 9 on the season. That one's in there for a strike, 1-1. Sorry, he has 8 on the season. I saw a 9 in there. Must have been the last 9 games. But 8 doubles on the season. That leads the Brewers. And that one misses 2-1. I think the one stat I've called out many times for Omar Narvaez, he's got the high average. He's been hitting for power. He's got 3 home runs, 12 RBIs, the 8 doubles. Here's the 2-1 pitch. This is inside 3-1. I think what's even more impressive, 6 strikeouts for a regular starter. That is by far the lowest on the team. 3-1 pitch is in there. 3-2. Now that I've said all this, he's probably going to do something and strike out. Let's see what happens. 3-2 pitch. Follows it back. So Narvaez is a good contact hitter. He's going to make it get you out. Full count pitch once again. Hits that one to right center, but Marisnik is there, and he'll reach out his glove and catch it for out number 1.
The first baseman, number 12, Justin Moe.
Justin Spoke steps up to the plate. Just want to remind you, if you are watching this either now or later, you're on Tucker Comedy. This is a YouTube channel that I've tried to gussy up in recent days. This is where you can find broadcasts Monday through Friday at 7 o'clock if the Brewers would have had a game, 6 o'clock on Saturdays, and 1 p.m. on Sunday afternoon. So that's going to be the broadcast schedule for the time being. If anything changes, I'll definitely let people know. One's a swing and a miss, 0-2. Also going to be working on some other stuff on my personal website, tuckercomedy.com. Swing and a miss. Smokes down on 3 straight pitches. And that is the 5th strikeout for DeGrom.
Now batting, right fielder, Ben Gamble.
So 2 strikeouts on the day for Smoke. Brings up Gamble. He singled his last at-bat. He scored on the Hira hit. That ended up being an error. So no earned run charged to DeGrom for that one. Gamble's in there taking a strike. It's 0-1. Hits that one to left. But Nunez is there. And that will do it for the Brewers in the top of the 4th. So a quick inning for DeGrom after giving up 1 last inning. And we're still tied at 1. We're going to go to Heidi Watney here. She's not going to have anything to say, so I'll just keep talking in her place. So some other things I'm working on, I kind of want to I don't know why I feel like I need to keep doing this stuff or do more that's necessary in any of this. All of this is just extra at this point, but I will be posting a power rankings for how this franchise mode is going and how all the other teams are progressing in this game. So I can actually give you a little bit of a taste of how the power rankings were. So I was going over this today, kind of giving what were the power rankings if I would have done this last week, how would have everyone lined up. as Wilson Ramos steps in. That one's down 1-0. So the Cubs, number 1 in the power rankings at 12-4 coming into this week. 9-game winning streak this week even. So they're probably going to still be somewhere near the top. Red Sox, number 2, 11-5 coming into this week. Yankees, number 3, Braves 4, Dodgers 5. Brewers down at 14. So Ramos follows another one back, 1-2. So the Brewers, I dropped them quite a bit in these power rankings. They went 1-5 that week. The big losing streak did not help them. They lost 5 of 6 that week. So dropped them in the rankings, and I kind of went with the mentality of how all power rankings work. Whenever you see the Brewers in one of those lists, they're always like 5 spots lower than what you actually think they would be. As Ramos hits one to the gap, that's going to get down. Should be extra bases. Gamble gets to it quickly. Ramos is just turning first. Gamble throws it into second. It's going to be cut, and Ramos is in there head first with a double. So a leadoff double for Ramos, his second of the season. Mets are in business here in the 4th. Good pitch on the outside part of the plate. Ramos goes right with it. It's all the way to the wall. The Mets have a runner at second. Nobody out. So yeah, Brewers at 14. They were at 14th. The Cardinals one spot ahead of them at 13. They also took a huge drop. They only won 2 games. They're 2-5 in that week of the rankings. But with the way the Brewers are playing this week, they'll make a few steps up. The line a little write-up, kind of just seeing what the stats are, kind of looking at the streaks, looking at the team rankings for all these things. But just another thing to kind of write. Got a lot of free time, as a lot of us do, so see how that goes. Here's the pitch. Down low, 1-0. If you're also on my website, if you're watching this later, I also did a write-up about kind of why I'm doing this. I kind of explained that and DeGrom hits that one to deep right. Gamble going back. He's at the fence, and he's got to make the play. Ramos holds at second, and there are 2 away. DeGrom put a good charge in that one. As Gamble is hazy and gray. I don't know if he got hit with some ash or something from a nearby grill, but that looked weird. So yeah, a little bit of a little essay about why I've decided to do this. If you want to check that out. Ahmad Rosario, leadoff man, steps in with a runner on second. 1-0 pitch is in there. Evens it up at 1. One pitch outside to a run. It's been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed doing this. I'm really getting into how to call a game, how to find the right stats to call. There's a strike. What ones to pull, what things are kind of relevant. You know, putting together the highlight packages afterwards. That's been a lot of fun. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, tied them up. And the Mets go down in the 4th. Woodruff works around the leadoff double. Gets the strikeout there. That's his 3rd of the game. After 4, tied at 1. Orlando Arcia is going to lead us off here in the 5th, and that'll be the pitcher's spot. Brewers just have the 1 hit. Ben Gamble had a single back in the 3rd. Brewers were able to load the bases up, but only got 1 out of it. High fastball swung and missed. 4-1. This is away, 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Just a couple of news and notes from around the league. We'll start in the National League Central. Already told you the Cubs lost today. You see on the bottom there, even though Chris Bryant had his 6th home run of the season. They won 16-5 yesterday. Chris Bryant had a home run in that one. He had 2 home runs actually in that game. Drove in 5. The big story coming out of that one, Jason Kipnis is on the 60-day injured list as Arcia follows that one off to the right side. And former Brewer Hernan Perez got his contract was purchased, didn't even make the 40-man roster. Non-roster invitee to spring training. Contract purchase made and got called up after yesterday's game. So former Brewer in some Cubs colors. There's a swing and a miss. Another good pitch by DeGrom. 6th strikeout of the game, and I'll bring up Brandon Woodruff.
The pitcher, number 53, Brandon Woodruff.
Good battle. Arcia wasn't able to win it, though. That brings up Brandon Woodruff to face off against the opposing pitcher. And there's a ball hit up the middle. Rosario makes a dive. He's going to knock it down, but Woodruff's going to be on with his first base hit of the season. And there's a base runner with 1 out. And it looks like they're looking at Ahmed Rosario. He got a little bit of tightness. Doesn't look overly serious. Looks like he's going to be able to continue, but he's going to come out of the game here. So we'll see. It looks like it's going to be Andres Jimenez coming in for
number 60, Andres Jimenez. The center fielder, number 6, Lorenzo.
Sticking in the National League Central, Tyler O'Neill activated off the IL for the Cardinals. Going back into the outfield. Kane takes the strike. It's 0-1. Cardinals playing in Colorado today. Saw earlier on the score down there, they got off to a 5-0 lead in the first. There's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Curveball. Kane was way ahead of that one, and it's 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Called. Strike 3 right at the bottom of the zone. Kane thought it might have been a little too low, but that's 7th strikeout
Now batting
for DeGrom.
The third baseman, Eric Sogard.
I bring up Eric Sogard. Walked in the third. Brandon Woodruff over at first. Here's the pitch. This is away, 1-0. So Brewers looking to get within a game of the Cubs with a win here today. Trying to get their 6th straight win. We'll check swing, but not enough for Freddie Ferguson to call it a strike, so it's 2-0. Another one misses, 3-0. Castanera on deck. Responsible for the first run of the game for the Brewers. Hit one over to second. That was bobbled. Wasn't able to make a play. Scored a run with the bases loaded. 3-0 pitch. Misses away. So first and second for Castanera coming up. Sogard has his second walk of the game.
Now batting, the second baseman,
Castanera's going to bat with a runner on second and first. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. That one misses inside, 1-0. So good approach by Hira. You're seeing Sogard walk. Try not to be too aggressive here. Here's the 1-0. Another one misses inside. So DeGrom staying consistent in those high 90s with that fastball, but having trouble locating it right now. Falling behind on Hira. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Another one misses. So 3-0. Wilson Ramos trying to get his starter to calm down just a little bit. Maybe take a walk around the mound quick. Take a deep breath. 3-0 coming up to Hira. And that one misses. So 4 straight balls to Hira. And the bases are loaded for Avisail Garcia.
The left fielder,
Pitching coach for the Mets is going to walk out there and talk to DeGrom. Try to get him to just take a deep breath. Try to break a little bit of the momentum the Brewers have going on here. Got the bases loaded. Woodruff got a base hit. One that almost got up the middle, but a good play by Rosario kept it in front of him, but he had to leave the game after that play. DeGrom does have 2 strikeouts in this inning, but he's walked the last 2 batters, and he's got the power-hitting right-handed hitter up in Avisail Garcia. And that one misses as well, so 5 straight, 6 straight, count Sogard's, and Sogard, I think, might have taken 4 straight as well, so that might be ball 9 here by DeGrom. That's fans trying to get behind him here. 1-0. That one's in there for a strike. So a sarcastic cheer from the Mets crowd. 1-1-2 Garcia. That one's in there too. So Mets fans getting a little bit louder here. 1-2 on the Brewers left fielder. Bases loaded again. Big area the Brewers need to improve on, having had trouble trying to score with runners, the bases loaded. Here's the 1-2 pitch, way outside, 2-2. The ground comes set. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and that one's fouled. Brewers have left the bases loaded many times this season. Trying to unload them here. Let's see what Garcia can do. 2-2 pitch, way upstairs, 3-2. So we're going to get some head starts around the horn. Woodruff's going to probably do like a little slalom around the third base coach. Sogard's going to get a good jump from second. 3-2 pitch to Garcia. Popped him up. Nunez is there. And the Brewers are going to leave him stranded. So DeGrom walks back-to-back hitters, bounces back, and gets Garcia to pop out, and we're still tied at 1.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Milwaukee, number 76, J.P. Fireizer.
So Brandon Woodruff's only going to go 4 innings today. He's going to make way for J.P. Fireizer, who got the win in yesterday's game. Did give up the home run to McNeil. And Nunez pops up on the first pitch. Here is there for out number 1.
The batter, number 6.
So Council may be a little concerned that these Mets getting the third time around to hit Woodruff. McNeil coming up. He has 2 doubles already on the game. Maybe be a big reason why Woodruff not in the game anymore. Fireisen starts with a change down in the dirt. It's 1-0. Fireisen 3-1 on the season. His rookie campaign. His first opening day roster this year. Came over in a trade with the Yankees in the offseason. The 1-0 to McNeil. Just misses. It's 2-0. McNeil hitting the solo home run off of Fireisen in yesterday's game. That tied it up at 4. Brewers would then get an RBI single from Hira, a solo home run from Urias, and they won 6-4. Ball misses, 3-0. Looked like a good one at the top of the zone. Freddie Ferguson disagrees, and Fireisen falls behind in the count, 3-0. Situation like this, Council has gone to Brent Suter on a lot of occasions. There's the 3-0 pitch. And McNeil hits that one through the hole, beats the shift, and he's on with his 3rd hit of the game. And a 1-out hit.
Now batting, first baseman,
good piece of hitting, 3-0 pitch. Goes right after it. Brings up Pete Alonso. Alonso 1 for 5 in the series. Mr. Met stomping on that dugout, trying to get these fans going. Mentioned yesterday, made his debut yesterday in history. I don't remember how long ago. I should have looked that up again. I didn't though. One of the iconic mascots in MLB. Think about some of them that are just in the NL East here. You got Mr. Met. You got the Philly Fanatic. It's a 1-0. This is away, 2-0. So Fireisen having trouble getting the zone here. And falls behind here on Alonso. Two-0 pitch. This is down, 3-0. The mascot is something that you don't... It's not as, you know... They're not around as much. I think Bernie Brewer is almost somewhat iconic now. Just because he's been around for a long time. 3-0 pitch. Misses, so 4 straight from Fireisen in this, and Alonso's on with the 1-out walk.
Now batting, right fielder, Michael Conforto.
Brings up Michael Conforto. He's 0 for 1. Struck out his last at bat. He's going to bat with 2 runners on and 1 out in the 5th. So once again, these Brewers pitchers working in some high-stress situations. Pressure pitches. Here's the pitch from Fire Eyes, and that misses. 5 straight now. Here's the 1-0 to Conforto. Swing and a grounder knocked down by Hira. He's going to get it, but not be able to make the flip in time. Probably saves a run, but it's going to be a base hit, and the bases are loaded for J.D. Davis. Good play by Hira. Couldn't keep it in his glove, though, and Davis takes a strike. Good pitch right on the bottom of the zone. But got to be careful with that one. J.D. Davis has shown that he can hit. Had the 2 home runs against the Brewers last weekend. Trying to stay out of that situation here. Fire has the bases loaded. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Grounded over to short. Arcia flips it to Hira. To first, and they got him. So a huge double play ends the inning, and the Brewers get out of that jam. Take a look at that one again. Hira in the hole. Hard throw over to second. Hira bobbles it a little bit, has the runner bearing down on him. And they get the out at first, and it saves a run.
Leading off for the Brewers, the catcher, Omar Narvaez.
So Omar Narvaez is in there, top of the 6th. He has an 0 for 2 day. And that's a slider right on the corner, 0-1. So DeGrom getting up in pitches. This is down low, 1-1. Break the 90 mark here pretty soon. But like the Brewers yesterday, the one misses, 2-1. Porcello gave the Mets 5 innings yesterday, so the bullpen should be relatively ready. Narvaez hits one foul. A lot of arms to choose from. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That one's fouled. Two Narvaez, swing and a miss. Good pitch by DeGrom. Strikeout number 8 for him. And there's one away here in the 6th.
Number 12.
Just brought the fastball. Narvaez looking something off speed, way behind it. And there's one away. Brings up Justin Smoke. He's gone down on strikes twice today. Now the fastball misses, 1-0. Smoke getting the starts at first. Ryan Braun's going to be in a platoon with Ben Gamel while Yelich is out. There's the 1-0, and that's in there for a strike. Smoke has really come along, too. He had not appeared in any games until Tuesday. And then hit 2 home runs in his 2nd start of the season, the game that Yelich went down. 1-1 pitch, misses, 2-1. Get a look at Citi Field. It's a beautiful park. I've been there once when I was in New York for work. 2-1. He's way in front. 2-2. Got many elements of the old Ebbets Field. They have the Jackie Robinson Rotunda as you walk into the stadium, which was very nice. And there's a swing and a miss. Smoke down for the 3rd time on strikes. DeGrom with 9 on the game. And there's 2 away.
Number 16, Ben Gamel.
So a tough day at the plate for Smoke. That makes way for Ben Gamel. Has one of the 2 hits for the Brewers today. And misses. Behind all the scoreboards in right center, got a big kind of pavilion area where there's a lot of places to eat, a lot of good food. And there's one that's going to be through for a base hit. So Gamel gets his 2nd hit of the game. He has 2/3 of the Brewers' hits. And He's on with a 2-out single.
Shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Look at the line for DeGrom. Just his third hit given up. It was an earned run that he gave up. I guess, I don't know. I'm on the fence about that one. Probably wouldn't have given. I thought the error and everything. They would have been out of the inning. That's the thing. So I can't imagine why you would call that an earned run. But here we are. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Chased after the fastball. Arcia pressing a little bit here. Trying to clear the pitcher spot here. 1-2. One-two pitch. Misses away. 2-2. Gamble being checked at over at first. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. So DeGrom strikes out the side. He gets his 10th strikeout of the game. And Arcia has a hat trick as well. We're still tied at 1 here. Heading to the bottom of the 6th. So Fireisen's going to go back out there, load the bases up, but did get out of it with the double play. Relatively low pitch count. He's going to face off against Wilson Ramos here in the bottom of the 6th. Ramos grounds one over to Arcia. Backhand play. Plenty of time to get Ramos for out number 1.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jake Marisnick.
Jake Marisnick. You got a Jake and then a Jacob. Jake Marisnick. Just the Jake variety here. Bats with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Starts him down low, 1-0. See Alex Claudio, Corbin Burns warming up in the Brewers bullpen. Fireisen working his 2nd inning here. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Gave him a fastball right down the middle, and Marisnick couldn't catch up to it, and it's 1-1. Gotta be careful with that one. That was a pitch that these big leaguers can drive. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Change of pace there. And it's 1-2. The 1-2 from Fireisen. Tried to go back to it. Marisnick doesn't chase, and it's 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Way inside, 3-2. Pitcher spot is on deck for the Mets. We'll see what Luis Rojas has in store. DeGrom has been cruising along. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him on the fastball once again. Marisnick says, that was a good battle. Good pitch, kid.
Now
and he is down for the second out of the inning.
Jacob DeGrom.
Way behind on that fastball. And slow motion makes it even more apparent. And DeGrom is going to hit. So he'll go out there for the 7th. Nice changeup there. It's 0-1. DeGrom did go 6 1/3 in his last appearance, giving up just 1 earned run as well. But the Mets were not able to hold on for the victory. That one's up 1-1. This is the start of a 5-game losing streak that they're currently on. Trying to snap that. Brewers trying to extend their winning streak to 6. Here's the 1-1, and there's a grounder, and that's in there for a base hit. So Jacob DeGrom going to get on base here with 2 outs.
Now batting, the shortstop, Andre.
It's the one risk sometimes with a lot of those off-speed pitches, especially the pitchers. You just speed up their bat. They're already trying to just catch up to a lot of these pitches, and you speed it up for them. Andres Jimenez is in there. He came in for Rosario back in, that would be the 5th inning. Rosario dove for a ball, got injured, so he came out of the game just for precautionary reasons. Swing and a miss, 0-2 on Jimenez. Jimenez still looking for his first hit. He's just had 2 at-bats. Has 1 walk. Come in some pitch running situations. Here's the 0-2 from Fireisen. Fouled away, it's 0-2. Jimenez was called up when Cespedes went down with the injury. Here's the 0-2. Just misses. 1-2. Cespedes expected to be out for extended period of time with that injury. Here's the 1-2, and that one's popped up to left. Garcia's there, and that will do it for the Mets in the 6th. So a hit by DeGrom. He's stranded at first. And after 6 complete, we're tied at 1.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the
So interesting move. Jacob DeGrom
Jerry
hits for himself, and then he's pulled
Familia.
for Luis Familia. It's an interesting move.
Number 8.
There's a lot of bench players for both of these teams. It's just, you know, they expanded the rosters this year. You get 26 guys. You can only have so many pitchers on your team as well. Can't just stock up on pitchers and hardly any bench players, as Braun's in there to pinch hit. So Fireisen's done. He goes 2 innings. Gave up 3 hits, but got out of one of the innings with a double play. Ryan Braun pinch hits here in the 7th. And this is 1-1. One pitch. The other way, it's 1-2. But yeah, you wonder how they program the AI sometimes for managerial decisions. You know, if you know you're not, I mean, but that's the thing. You know, like Ron chases the one up in the zone and follows it back. For your regular managing, you kind of have that mentality of like, well, I'm going to go to my bullpen, so why would I have my pitcher go out there and hit? I think they would have that built into this, but it's hard to have those if-then statements in an AI, I guess. Braun takes a slider that misses, and he's evened it up here at 2. Braun swings and misses, and there's the first out of the inning. So 11th time that the Brewers have struck out today.
The center fielder, Lorenzo.
Brings up Lorenzo Cain. Never gave you the story on Familia. 11th appearance. He's given up 7 earned runs already this season. 8 strikeouts, 4 home runs. Worked 2/3 of an inning on Thursday, gave up a run. That's been kind of what I've noticed about this bullpen for the Mets. Here's the 1-0. Cain hits it off over to the dugout, and it's 1-1. They got some guys who are absolutely lights out. Betances, their closer, he hasn't given up a run. Lugo gave up his first run in yesterday's game. Now he misses. Sewald, their long relief man, he's got a ERA just under 3. And there's a swing and a miss, chased after that high fastball. Then you got some guys with some pretty high ones. So Familia with the 6.3. Justin Wilson, who pitched in yesterday's game, he's at 11.7. And Brad Brock at 4. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Another one foul. Mets bullpen with a 4.45 ERA. Compare that to the Brewers, who have, coming into this game, we're at a 2.74. Brewers have one of the best pitching staffs in the league. Here's the 3-2, followed again. Top of both the majors and the National League. They're not giving up a lot of runs. Their offense hasn't been scoring exactly a ton of runs. Cain hanging in there tough. He's fouled off a few pitches this at bat. He's going to see his 9th pitch coming up. Here's the pitch from Familia. Called strike 3. Got him on the inside corner. Cain knows it. And there's back-to-back strikeouts for Familia.
The third baseman, number 7, Eric Sogard.
Good pitch right on the black. Not much argument from Kane there. And now bring up Eric Sogard with 2 outs here in the 7th. Takes a ball down low, 1-0.
Count 1-0.
Compare the Mets and the Brewers bullpens. Highest ERA on the Brewers bullpen is Burns with a 6.40. This is 2-0. And really, he ran into just a rough week. He gave up a couple of home runs. He gave up a grand slam against the Reds. He gave up a 3-run homer against these Mets. 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss. So he's worked really hard to get that ERA back down. He's pitched the most out of this bullpen. He's had 14 appearances coming into today. 2-1 to Sogard. Just misses inside. Hira on deck. He's been coming through in the clutch as of late. There's the 3-1 to Sogard. That one's tapped foul. Familia will touch it to make it official. And it's a full count on Sogard. Looking to get something going here with 2 outs in the 7th. Pitch, swing, and a miss. So Familia strikes out the side.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And we head to the stretch.
for the traditional
Brewers just have 3 hits. They scored a run. Mets have 1 run as well, but they have 7 hits. Head to the bottom of the 7th.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for Milwaukee, number 39, Corbin Burns.
Looks like I missed a game that I didn't put in there for yesterday. So this is Corbin Burns' 16th appearance of the season.
Leading up for the Mets, the left fielder, Eduardo
Pitched in yesterday's game.
Nunez.
Went 1 inning. Had a strikeout. Pitched a scoreless 6th. The other one misses. 2-0 on Nunez. Nunez 1 for 3. Had the double. Back in the 3rd. Or he had a single. Sorry about that. The reason I thought he had a double is because he stole a base. And then he... And there's a liner right back up the middle. So second hit of the day for Nunez. And let's get their leadoff man on in the 7th. Well, if you're just joining us, 1-1 game here. Mets got on the board first in the 3rd. The Brewers scored first. They got the early lead, 1-0. Hero grounded to second, but there was an error that scored a run, and then the Mets answered back to tie it in the 3rd. And there hasn't been much since then. A hazy night here in New York. Jeff McNeil's in there. He takes a ball. He's got 3 hits on the day. This is again 2-0. So Brewers pitching having trouble finding the strike zone today. Giving up a lot of walks. And that one's in there for a strike. Two-1 pitch. Swing and a liner to Sogard. He's got it for out number 1. Good play by Sogard.
Now
Takes away a base
the
hit.
first baseman, Keith.
Looks like his glasses are almost fogged
Alonso.
up in all of this. I'll bring up Pete Alonso. 1 out. Oh for 1. He's walked twice. Struck out in the 1st. Burns checking on Nunez over there. Slider misses. 1-0. Brewers have played, and the runner goes. Throw down to second, and he is out of there. A bullet throw by Omar Narvaez. Gets Nunez trying to steal second, and there are 2 away. Fastball right down the middle. Narvaez didn't have to have much extra motion on that one. And he gets Nunez trying to steal. Alonso swings through that one. He's down 0-2 now. 1-2 pitch to Alonso. Swing and a miss. Got him on the high fastball. And that will do it for the Mets here in the 7th. So Burns works a scoreless 7th, faces the minimum, and we head to the 8th, tied at 1.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Mets, number 29, Brad Brock.
Brad Brock is in for his 12th game of the season, 2-1 on the year. He's given up 5 runs, 1 home run. Struck out 15 batters. That's tied for this Mets bullpen.
Keston
Hira. Going to face Keston Hira in the top of the 8th. Well, you're watching some simulated baseball from MLB The Show 20 on Tucker Comedy, or youtube.com/Tucker Comedy. Hira way in front of that fastball. It's 0-1. You can also follow me on Twitter at Tucker Comedy. You find out when I'm going live, when it happens. Also going to start writing some articles on my website, Tucker Comedy. I used to do a lot of comedy, not so much anymore. It's all about baseball now, apparently. So, rather than change all these domains, all these things, I'm just going to stick with what I got. Hira hits one to right for a base hit. And the Brewers have a base runner with nobody out here in the top of the 8th.
The left fielder, number 24.
So Hira extends his hitting streak to 6 games. Good piece of hitting there. Gets jammed a little bit, but muscles it over to right field. And bring up Avisail Garcia with nobody out and a runner on first. Swing and a miss on that slider. Change of pace from Brock there. Garcia, no chance of hitting that one. Good motion on it. Good movement, whatever you want to call it. They're over at first. Here's the 0-1 pitch. This is inside. Tried to go back with that slider, but didn't have the movement that time. It's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch to Garcia misses away. 2-1. I mentioned how the Brewers, they've been in a lot of close games this year. 4-3 in one-run games. This is down 3-1. Played 20 games on the season so far. 7 of them have been one-run games. Looking that way again tonight. This Garcia has a big blast in him right here. Well, he's got a 3-1 count. He can be a little selective. Here's the pitch. And he hits that one to right, but that's going to hit the net. Save a fan from having to go to the dentist to replace some teeth, and it's a full count. See if Hira's on the move here with a full count. Try to see how that double play situation. He stays put, and Garcia rips that one to center. That's going to get down for a base hit. Riznik named a little bit of a decoy, maybe trying to freeze Hira a little bit more. And it's back-to-back hits for the Brewers in the 8th. Brings up Omar Narvaez, 0 for 3. Struck out in the 6th. Has a chance to give the Brewers the lead here with a base hit. Tie game here in the 8th. Both runs coming in the 3rd for each team. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Misses away. My dog's getting excited, trying to pump up this Brewers team. Trying to get them a run here in the late innings. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Misses away. 2-0. To Narvaez. Fights that one away. It's 2-1. Got a pitch up in the zone, kind of floated there. Narvaez looking to smoke one, but just fouls it off. It's 2-1. Swings through that one. 95 on the inside part of the plate. And Narvaez down now 2-2. First and second here. Nobody out, top of the 8th. Here's the pitch. This is in, 3-2. Full count pitch on its way. Here it comes. Fouled away. Looks like ball 4, but Narvaez hanging tough with 2 strikes. Just gonna call that one back. Full count once again. Misses outside, and Narvaez draws the walk. So close one there, but he doesn't bite on it, and it's bases loaded, nobody out. And Justin Smoke up to bat. You can see that one just misses outside. Framing in this game, when you're trying to frame a pitch, it's not moving your glove. It's just having the ball magically go where you would think the pitch would be a strike. That's what usually happens. There's not much art to it. It really is just, I think this ball would just go here, and that would be a strike. They animated the ball moving in for it, but they didn't animate the glove trying to pull it in. They didn't do that part. Smoke bats and takes a ball. Smoke 3 strikeouts here today. Definitely can erase that bad taste out of your mouth with a base hit here. Good wheels at second. Base hit can score 2, but it's going to definitely score 1. Pitch here, and therefore a strike. Infield is in. Here's where everybody is at. Here's at third. Garcia at second. Narvaez at first. Trying to cut down that run at the plate with nobody out. Try to go home and 1 here. Here's the 1-1 to Smoke. Swing and a miss way out in front of that changeup. And Brock is in the driver's seat here. 1-2 count. Here comes the pitch. Hits it over on the left side, and that's going to be knocked down. He only plays to first, and Justin Smoke brings home the go-ahead run. It's 2-1 Milwaukee.
The right fielder, number 16.
Almost got it through the infield. Jimenez saves another run from scoring, but he does get the out, which is the important thing. So now it's second and third. 1 out. Ben Gamble, who has 2 hits on the day, steps in. That one misses away, 1-0. Excuse me, the 2-0 on Brock. Ben Gamble has a chance to add some more runs to the Brewers' tally here in the 8th. 1 run is in. Brewers looking for more. 2-0 pitch, way outside. It's 3-0. So might be working around Gamble here, who does have 2 hits. The base is open. Trying to see if he'd chase any of these pitches. Can't imagine he's going to get anything good to hit here. Here's the pitch, and therefore a strike. The 3-1 pitch to Gamble. Hit down the line. Everyone's going to hold as hit way too hard. Alonso takes it himself. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
So Arcia bats with runners at second and third here, 2 outs. He's come up very clutch for these Brewers in these 2-out situations and runners in scoring position. Can he do it here again late in the game? Takes a strike, 0-1. Batting .389 with runners in scoring position. A lot of those hits have come with 2 outs. This is the situation that he has been doing very well in. He's 0 for 3 tonight, 3 strikeouts. But a base hit erases all those memories. That one's in the dirt, 1-1. Pitcher spot due next. Here's the 1-1. Garcia thought about it, but holds up, and it's 2-1. Comes the 2-1. Down the line, but foul. Got a good piece of that one. Just out in front of it. And it's 2-2. So Arcia's going to been doing a good job of that all year. Here's the 2-2. Way outside, and it's a full count. Pitcher spot due up next. Mets have the Michael Conforto, 5-6-7 coming up for them in the 8th. Full count pitch to Arcia. Hits that one to left. But Nunez is there, and he's got it for out number 3. So the Brewers bring home the go-ahead run. Ain't able to get much after that, and they take a 2-1 lead into the bottom of the 8th. So Council's going to make a double switch here. Looks like he's going to go to Claudio, given the lefty signal there.
Your attention, please.
And he does.
These changes for Milwaukee. Now pitching and batting in the 8th spot, number 58, Alex Claudio. Now playing shortstop and batting 9, number 2, Luis Urias.
So Luis Urias comes in the double switch. He's going to lead off the next inning. Claudio goes into the 8th spot. Orlando Arcia's day is done. And it's going to be Michael Conforto here, taking a strike on the way outside of the corner, and it's 0-1. Brewers getting the lead in the top half of the 8th. Trying to make this another 1-run victory. Hopefully get some insurance in the top of the 9th. Alex Claudio is in there for his 14th appearance of the season. There's a strike right down the middle, 0-2. Josh Hader warming up in the Brewers bullpen. He'll have the 9th as of right now. 0-2 pitch. Just misses, 1-2. Claudio has 8 strikeouts, 2 walks, giving up 1 home run, 6 runs given up. 1-1 on the season, 1-2 pitch. Grounded to Hira. He's got it. Flip it over to first, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, J.D. Davis.
Brings up J.D. Davis, 0 for 2 on the day. Grounded into a pretty pivotal double play. Looking like being one of the big plays that this defense has made. And he hits that one to right, and that's down for a base hit. Gamble has to play it off the hop, and base hit for Davis. So tying run over at first.
Number 40.
It's going to bring up Wilson Ramos. Like I was saying, that double play, if this score ends up being in the favor of the Brewers, that double play in the 5th is going to be huge. Mets have the bases loaded with 1 out. Davis hits into the double play, and that ended the threat. Claudio starts out Wilson Ramos with the ball. Ramos in there, 1 for 3. Had a double in the 4th, but was stranded. Here's the 1-0. Just misses, 2-0. Pitch. Lined up the middle for a base hit. He's going to get it in quickly, and it is first and second with 1 out in the 8th.
Center fielder, number
Once
16.
again, Mets getting some base runners on.
Marisnick.
And you have to Jake Marisnick to try to hit one in with 1 out here.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention.
And that's
please.
going to do it for Alex Claudio.
Now pitching for
Council's going to
Milwaukee.
go to the bullpen. He's going to go with David Phelps, who
J.D.
wasn't even mentioned as warming up at any time today. 2-0 record, got both of those wins in Milwaukee against the Phillies, working some extra inning games. And he has been the go-to guy for Craig Counsell in these 8th innings. Counsell wanted to go with Claudio to start out with that lefty matchup. He had two lefties to start the inning. He got one of them, but wasn't able to get the second one. Here's the pitch to Marisnick. That misses. And he had to face at least three, and Counsell said, you're only going to face three. He's going to hand the ball over to Phelps, and he's going to try to bridge this one to Josh Hader in the ninth, with the Brewers having a one-run lead. Looking for a double play ball here. I would do some wonders. Marisnick batting now. Pitcher spot due up next. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Marisnick 0 for 3 on the day. Struck out his last appearance. 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position today. Here's the 1-1. Just inside. 2-1. Looked like a good pitch, but Freddie Ferguson wasn't having it. And it's 2-1. Marisnick in the driver's seat here. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Oh, good one up in the zone. Let's see what Narvaez wants here at 2-2. Tried to get him to go chasing one upstairs. He doesn't bite, and it's a full count. So interesting to see what happens here. You might see the runners in motion, trying to stay out of that double play to end the inning. Especially with Ramos, not very fast over there. Here's the full count pitch. Fouled back. Reset the runners, reset the defenders. I'm going to do it again with the full count. Mets fans on their feet. Getting loud for their team. Full count pitch. Fly ball to right. Gammel's at the track, and he's going to make the catch. Davis tags. He's going to be at third. But there's two away.
Now batting, the pitcher. Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Mets. Number 24, Robinson Cano.
Robinson Cano pinch hits here for the Mets. Runners at the corners, 2 outs here, bottom of the 8th. Here's the pitch. Oh, and that one's down. Looks like that one might have been called a strike. Looks like Cano could have went around on the pitch. But it's called a ball, and it's 1-0. 1-0 to Cano. Rips it, caught by Smoke, and he just saved a run. Great reflexes by Smoke. Mets strand 2. We head to the top of the 9th. Brewers lead by 1.
Your attention, please. Now pitching.
So Seth Lugo comes in. He's going to be getting maybe a chance at some redemption here. He's going to face off against Luis Urias. Urias came in the double switch in yesterday's game and hit a solo home run off of Lugo. That extended the Brewers' lead. And that was the first run and the first home run that Lugo has given up all season. So we're going to get matchup number 2 here. And that one misses down low, 1-0. So we'll see who wins in this rematch. Urias or Lugo. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase that fastball low and away. 1-1. That one misses. 2-1. Ramos looking for something up in the zone. 2-1 pitch. Fouled back. Urias has 2 home runs on the season, both solo shots, both coming off the Mets. My wife is yawning. This game's that exciting to her. Full count on Urias. This mic's always on. Just wanted you to know. You can pick up a dog grumbling. And that's in there for a strike. Oh, 1 to Kane, way upstairs, 1-1. Justin Wilson, Edwin Diaz warming up in the Mets bullpen. You see Josh Hader, he's going to be coming in the 9th. Looking to get his 8th save of the season. 1-1 to Kane, in there for a strike. Changeup just gets the bottom of the zone. Kane's down in the count, 1-2. Lugo from the windup. Here comes the pitch. In the dirt. Nice block by Ramos, just in case Kane swings at it. It's 2-2. Another one misses. So full count on Kane. Sogard on deck. Brewers trying to add on to their lead here. 2-1. Picked up the lead in the 8th. And that one's fouled off. 3-2. Brewers take the lead in the 8th on a RBI ground out by Justin Smoke. 3-2 pitch. Fouled again. A little protection there. Just trying to get a piece of it. Live to fight another day. Do the full count pitch once again. Lugo comes in the windup. Another foul. Ball boy making the barehanded grab. Hey, give it to that kid who was right there. Yeah, we'll follow up on that if he did or not. Full count pitch. And that one's down the line, but right at Alonso. He'll step on first for out number 2.
The third baseman, number 7, Eric Sogard.
That brings up Eric Sogard, 0 for 2 on the day. He has walked twice. Going to keep this going here in the 9th with 2 outs. That one misses. 1-0. So we'll go bouncing back here after the home run yesterday. He would retire to the side then after that home run yesterday. He's got the first 2 Brewers batters here in the 9th. Sogard takes a strike, evens it up at 1. Comes the 1-1 pitch, and Sogard pops that one up into the infield. Davis has got it. And they'll retire the side in the 9th. So the Brewers go down in order. They'll hand the ball off to Josh Hader. See that one right on the top of the bat. Brewers looking to win this one as we head to the bottom of the 9th.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for...
So Josh Hader comes in trying to get his 8th save of the season.
Josh Hader.
He's gotten saves in back-to-back games coming into today. Looking for 3 in a row.
Leading up.
He got the first 2 batters in yesterday's game, but then hit the pinch hitter Jed Lowry. Gave up a walk, and Jimenez takes the first pitch and flies out to Kane. So 1 pitch, 1 out for Hader here in the 9th.
Now batting, left fielder.
Go-ahead run ended up batting, but he would strike him out. Go back to look at who that was. That was Brandon Nimmo. Brandon Nimmo then struck out to end the game. The Brewers secured their 5th straight win. They're trying to secure number 6 here as Eduardo Nunez is in. He's 2 for 4, 2 singles on the day. Does have a stolen base. Scored the lone run for the Mets. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Way inside, 2-0. Strike right in there, 2-1. They're working quickly here, 2-1 pitch. That one's hit to right. Gamble coming in, and he's got it for out number 2. So 2 hard-hit balls here by the Mets. And the Mets are down to their final out, but it's in the 4th. Neal, who's 3 for 4, had 2 home runs yesterday, and is the man that the Mets want to see in this situation. 2 away. Brewers lead by 1. Here's the pitch. And that is a fly ball to center. And that's going to be a quick 1-2-3 inning for Hader. He gets the save, and the Brewers have won 6 straight. So the Brewers firing on all cylinders here as of late. They take the first 2 games of this series. First 2 games of this 9-game road trip. Corbin Burns there getting some congratulations as he's going to get the win here tonight in a hazy Citi Field. Justin Smoke driving in the game-winning run in the 8th, and the Mets have dropped 6 in a row. Corbin Burnes gets the win. Brad Brock takes the loss. Josh Hader gets his 8th save of the season. He's gotten a save in the last 3 games. And the Brewers are now 1 game back of the Chicago Cubs, who lost today in Washington. So the final score here today in New York, Brewers win 2-1. They'll face off against these Mets in the finale tomorrow. That game is going to start at 1 o'clock here on this channel. And it's going to be a rematch of that first game in Milwaukee last weekend. It's going to be Freddie Peralta versus Noah Syndergaard. So hope to see you guys there. Brewers win this one 2-1. They've won 6 straight. And that's all I got for you tonight. So this is Tucker Diedrich signing off. Have a good rest of your night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And we'll see you tomorrow for the series finale between the Brewers and the Mets.